Hello everyone, I'm Kit Carson, the Earl of Pizza, and I sit here on Duval Street. I talk to the rock stars, the heroes, and the gods. It's what I do all night long, and tonight I've got a guy with me. You need to introduce yourself to the world.
My name. Everybody wants to sit with Kit. Yeah. My name's Andy Velo.
Andy, where are you from?
Originally a town called Swanee, Georgia. It's about 30 miles northeast of Atlanta.
I know where Swanee, Georgia is.
And moved to Nashville 12 years ago.
Wow.
And that's been home. That's where my mail goes. I'm not there very often.
Are you on the road?
I am. Particularly this year, I've been on tour with PBR bull riding a lot through Monster.
Really?
Yes, sir. And
wow.
And so that's been great, getting to do their arenas and whatnot with them, and continuing a lot of the normal tour schedule that I have to upkeep. So
the PBR tournament, that's the real deal there.
That's awesome, man. I learned. I wasn't raised around Western sports, and
not in Swanee, Georgia. You don't have that up there.
Not a whole lot. The best we had was the Gwinnett County Rodeo. And you didn't find now that I've been around Western sports, that wasn't Western sports, right? So
not even close.
But getting to know these cowboys and as friends and really family. You talk about the toughest sons of bitches out there. Holy crap!
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. It's awesome. There's a couple of them that are trying to drag me on a bull right now, and I don't know about that. I'll be honest.
I don't know how they don't die every night.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you think your job has its hazards?
Yes.
Their job is just
it's wild.
Shit crazy.
That's it. It's wild.
Crazy.
Yes,
it is. Now, where's the craziest place you've ever played?
Oh my goodness. There's been a lot. Down here is actually one of them. Because usually I come down for the Key West Songwriter Festival.
Okay.
And we've had some wild time. Hell, I played that strip club right there before.
Oh yeah.
Another late night pop-up thing where we were all down here and everybody had guitars with them.
Gotta play.
Let's play songs to the strippers, I guess.
Right
on. But I played a lot of crazy places around the country. I mean, it's when you work in my business, you're always going to you're providing the party, right?
Yep.
You're always going to see something every night.
Every night,
no matter what.
Every night. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, do you consider yourself a songwriter?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
First and foremost?
No, I consider myself an entertainer. To me, the best song wins, and so like when we go and cut a record, I'll take all my catalog, songs that I've written recently, songs that I love that I've written a long time ago, and I will balance it out with songs that I'm pitched by other great writers. And there are people who are put on this earth to entertain and just sing. There are others who are put on this earth to write songs, and that don't necessarily have the voice or the want, the drive to be an entertainer, because it's a lot. You're gone. You're gone all the time. There's so much more. What you see on stage is 15% of the job.
Is it that much?
It might not even be.
Might be 5%?
I mean, it might be 5%.
Yeah,
because
it's not much.
And especially when you're completely independent like I am, like there's no manager booking my travel and logistics. There's no agent out there booking my shows. I do it myself.
Yeah.
I spent time with agencies. I love them. I think they have a place. But you have to get to a certain level in order to make their jobs work. And I've always wanted to continue to be independent and do what I want to do. Nobody's going to tell me what I'm going to do. Nobody's going to tell me what song I'm going to cut. I'm going to do it my way. And so there is a whole lot of managerial tasks that take up, my daily life. Like, for example, a given week for me is when I'm home, Monday, I will never book a write on a Monday. It would have to be Dean Dillon wanting to write with me on a Monday to get me to write on a Monday. But because that's the day that I send out all the emails, get all my office work done, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when you book your rights. And then from there, usually I'm on the road Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, basically a whole 40 hours I got to get into one day on Monday.
Yep.
And, in the middle of it, you're balancing responses and everything across the board. So, but I love what I do.
It is a full-time job.
It is, absolutely.
And the entertaining part is just a small part.
Yeah, it is. Very small.
So what have you Have you had anything that you've written for anybody, or have you had anything?
I mean, I've had successes with songs that I've written.
Yeah.
You know, nothing like a chart-topping song or anything like
What's
that.
your best?
My highest performing song ever is a song called "Dying Breed," and I wrote it back in 2021 with my buddy Robert Counts, and really kind of wrote it about the world and the state that the world was in.
2021?
And it was a kind of a rough time. And you know, it's
it was
from the perspective of just kind of getting tired that a lot of the values that I was raised with weren't the forefront of the way people live their daily lives. I'm not saying everybody's got to be the same,
no,
but
not at all.
Don't criticize me for living in a certain manner.
Yep.
And so I wrote this song, and Fox News actually picked it up, and you'll hear it in and out of their commercial breaks from time to time. And you know, I'm very proud of who I am, how I was raised, the values I stand for. And I mean, Robert and I, we started writing a completely different song earlier in the day, and then we got to talking, and next thing you know, we're on this song. We completely tabled the other song that we still haven't finished to this day, and wrote Dying Breed in about an hour and a half. And it was just us having honest conversation about where the world was, and the fact that we were raised very similarly, and how we just wanted to just project our thoughts out. So,
well, it's coming probably out of a place of frustration at that point in time.
It was. It was.
I mean,
I would be remiss, and I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't.
Right.
But
because I feel like everything we know has been replaced in the last 10 years.
Very much so. Very much so.
What the hell happened?
Well,
you know,
people got lazy. That's what happened, kid.
Yeah, I can see
like,
that.
And the values of working people, in my opinion, have been replaced with laziness.
Right.
And you know, my dad's a Mexican immigrant. My dad came from Mexico, but he did it the right way.
Right.
And he came over here to build a life for himself, and to build a life for me and my siblings.
There's a reason everybody wanted to come to America.
That's it.
And that's what we forgot. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, why did all those people work so hard to come here? To create a better life.
To create a better life.
And
then the problem is, the more that's given, the less people have to work for. And
absolutely.
You know that. But they've even gotten lazy when it comes to just the morals of things.
Sure.
And so across the board, people got lazy. That's the end all, the be all.
It's so easy to just let shit slide.
It is.
You know,
It is.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I didn't really ever have any kids. I raised one.
Yeah.
But even I, you know, didn't pay attention to the education system.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think it was at that time. I don't think it's where it is now.
Yeah.
You know, but I'd have a freaking cow. Some of the things that are going on in the classrooms. Like,
right.
It's just unacceptable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is it acceptable?
I don't know.
And laziness is a good word.
That is.
You know, so it's like.
Well, agenda is another word too.
Well, yeah.
And so, you know, that to me is neither here nor there because, you know, that's always going to be subject to opinion. But
and there's always going to be an agenda.
Yeah, everybody's always going to have it.
You know,
this is how it goes.
Like opinions. You're doing it for some reason, one reason or another.
That's it. Well, and opinions are like what? They're like assholes. Everybody has one.
And most of them are stinky. Stinky, I tell you. So what are you doing down here now? What are you in QS for now?
So Monster Energy is my sponsor. And they have been an amazing partner for me for the last 10 years. And we obviously had the P1 World Championships down here this weekend. And so I'm down here to play the P1 boat race. We're going to play, we have a VIP area tomorrow that I'll entertain our guests and do that. So yeah.
So you're here to play a gig.
I am. I'm here. Down here to play. This right here is Monster Mike. He's one of the. This is one of the OG. This is one of the OGs right here.
I remember when he used to not work for Monster.
Okay, well let me tell you a story. So let me grab him real quick. Sano, I need you real quick. Say hi to the cameras. Say
hey.
This is Mike Santamoso.
How you doing? Everyone calls me Monster Mike.
Monster Mike.
You're in good company tonight, I see.
And so I will tell you though, this is one half of the reason why I'm signed with Monster. Is this guy.
This guy right here?
That's
Yes.
right.
And
I was Amelia Island about 11 years ago with Tito Beverage from Tito's Vodka.
And-
First time I met him in his band, man, he's a wonderful dude. And
So we were down playing a trade show in Amelia Island, Florida, at the Omni Resort.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're down there, and I meet him and his counterpart, a guy named Woody Crow. Still one of my brothers to this day. And this guy, they had just launched the Ultra Sunrise, the orange one. And so they started making Sunny teas because Tito's there, right? And so they're mixing, them together, and they bring him to the stage, and I'm like, man, this is really good. I said, hey, let's have a conversation once I get done playing. So I do, and we sit there, we chat, have a couple more cocktails, and then we go to this hotel bar, and there's a piano. Well, one of my buddies is a fantastic piano player, the type of guy that can grow it into one of those dueling piano bars and play every song. Like people shout out a song, boom, he plays it. And so we're all standing around.
I don't like him.
So we're standing around and we're singing for about 3-4 hours. Well, these assholes keep feeding me these drinks, right? Well, after about 3 hours, I'm like, I gotta pee.
Yeah.
So I go and I stand up and I'm like, whoa, like you gotta stabilize here.
Yep.
So
That does happen.
I don't remember.
11 years ago, dude.
11 years.
Do I still have to stay here?
Huh? No, you're good. You're good. I love you, pal.
And I love you too, Cuz. By the way, check it out.
I couldn't help but see that big ass coin he's got on his neck.
Yeah.
Good company, man.
I love it. I love it. Oh, it is. This is Toby Keith's guitar.
All right.
But anyway, let me finish.
11 years ago.
So 11 years ago, and we, I don't remember walking out of the hotel bar. All I know is about 2 hours later, I had 2 queen beds in my room, and I woke up between them sitting up. And I think what happened was I sat on the bed to take my boots off, and I just fell and was like, well, this is good. And
I'm home.
And my legs were completely asleep. And I had cuts and bruises all over me. I had to have fallen, ping-ponged off the wall. And I mean, at this point, I probably drank a handle of Tito's because of the way that they were just feeding me these damn drinks.
Yep.
And so I came down for breakfast, and Sano's like, what the hell happened to you? I said, you happened to me. I have no idea.
If you don't know, I don't.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that was the beginning of our relationship and my relationship with Monster. About a year and some change after, I was signed with them, and they've been an amazing partner. I'm a very, very blessed, lucky man to be a part of their company.
I've not met anyone that's affiliated with Monster that had anything bad to say. I mean, if they got in with Monster, they were golden.
Yeah.
For as long as they were with Monster.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
And that's the thing is, it's a family, right? It's not just a company. I mean, it's a family.
It's a big company, but everybody seems to work really well together.
I mean, you're looking at the guy who runs sports marketing right here.
Yeah.
And where does he live? Key West, Florida.
Yeah.
And it's just good people. I mean, the fact that Sano has been with this company now, I mean, he's one of the OGs.
Yeah.
He's slinging this crap up, on behind a truck. And to kind of close off what I was saying before, that's work ethic.
Yeah.
That was the American dream.
Yeah.
Like, and so, that's when building a company wasn't involving laziness.
Yep.
Like, I can't be lazy. I'm out here walking around with a guitar right now,
So let's talk about that guitar really quick.
Yeah.
What is the deal with the guitar?
So that is a Takamine that was Toby Keith's guitar. And one of my good buddies is a Gold Star vet, a Bronze Star vet. And he gave the guitar to my friend and at a show in Oklahoma City. And this is before Should Have Been a Cowboy ever exploded. And so, but Jay talked to him, they developed a friendship. And about a year ago, an airline that I will allow to remain nameless.
Will they remain anonymous?
That their colors are red, white, and blue, and we live in America, and it's they snapped the headstock off of my Gibson J30, and so all of a sudden my name touring guitar I didn't have, and in my backup Taylor the pickup was broken already, and I needed to take it and get it fixed, but I had shows coming up. I mean, I was slammed full. So Jay drives down from Kentucky, and he goes, I got something for you. I want to give you this guitar because, you know, he's like, I think Toby would have wanted it played.
Wow.
And Toby's still alive at this point. And so, yeah, that's...
All right, can we see it?
Yeah, absolutely. Here.
Thank you for the kind comments, man. I love you, bro.
All right. We're gonna see the Toby Keith guitar, and we may even hear it.
That's it right there. Absolutely.
Wow.
So see, it says TK number 3, meaning it was the third one in the rack. And so, yeah, this was his. So it's an honor to have it in my presence. And
is this your now touring guitar?
I play with it as much as I possibly can. At some point in time, it will find more of a quiet place to rest. But I don't think I can ever stop playing this guitar on stage.
Right.
And it sounds great. Takamine pickups are really, really good, and you got to keep them clean. So this baby just got, you know, a nice little cleanup job inside. So it's good, but definitely an honor to have it for sure.
Without a doubt. All right, so just give us a little something.
All right, yeah.
Whatever you got here.
Georgia song.
A Georgia song?
His dying song.
You want North Georgia Pines? Oh, you're from Georgia, Kit? What part?
South Georgia.
What part?
Alma.
Oh, I know Elma.
Do you?
Hell yeah, I do.
It's on US 1, that's the only thing.
That's it.
And actually I'm from Nichols, but I went to school at Bacon County.
Yeah. You went to school in Macon County?
Bacon.
So I used to...
Down near Waycross.
Yeah. Bacon. Okay, Bacon. I thought you said Macon.
Yeah, no.
I was going to say, I used to date a girl that was born and raised in Macon County. So you went to school in Waycross, so I
went to school in Alma, Bacon County. Most everybody knows where Waycross is because it's the nearest big town. You know, way down in South Georgia.
I know he wants North Georgia Pines, but I'll play. I'm going to play just a little bit of Dying Breed.
All right.
But
let's see. We're going to get a little bit of this.
All right, I'm going to need that one. Here we go. Granddaddy drank bourbon, Mama drank wine. Daddy'd whip my ass if I stepped out of line. Either won or you lost, nobody tied. My feelings ain't hurt, hell, I turned out just fine. The truck that I drive is American made. The sweat on my shirt's keeping all the bills paid. Stars and stripes still fly. Jesus still says, I'll kneel for one and stand when the other one waits. But if I'm the last of a dying breed, I'll sure go out swinging and showing my teeth. Heaven help this whole world where it all leads. If I'm the last of a dying breed, if I'm the last of a dying breed. There's a barbed wire fence round my whole property line. There's holes in my Wranglers and mud on my tires. There's a steel in my country and a gun on my side. And if you'd like to take them, you're welcome to try. But if I'm the last of a dying breed, I'll sure go out swinging and showing my teeth. Heaven help us whole world and where it all leads. If I'm the last of a dying breed. All right, this verse right here is the most important one at all.
All right.
Blessing boots on the ground here at home and overseas. One nation under God we will always be. I don't know about you, I like being free. That pisses you off, hell, that's fine by me. 'Cause if I'm the last of a dying breed, I'll sure go out swinging and showing my teeth. Heaven help us all, world, and where it all leads. If I'm the last of a dying breed, if I'm the last of a dying breed, let me live out my days and then bury me deep in American clay, where my heroes all sleep. If I'm the last of a dying breed, if I'm the last of a dying breed. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I got it.
That was impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
You've never done that one, huh?
Huh? Never played that. Yeah, first time I ever played that one.
So that's one of your biggest hits.
I would say that is currently. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I've had a lot of great success. Here you go. You want this bit? I've had a lot of great success, regionally, locally, with stuff that I've written, and I kind of view it as it's all about one song at a time, and it's always going to be, you go out, you build one song, one fan at a time. That's all that matters.
Yep.
If you're going to go and do something special, it's a whole lot easier to sell your product to a friend than it is just somebody who likes your it's just a fan. So I try to be as one-on-one as I possibly can, because without fans of music, I don't have a job.
True.
And so off my first record, Southern Thing was another song that I wrote by myself sitting on the end of my bed. That was great. Did a lot for me. A song called Roll of a Dirt Road was another one that I would say that's my most popular stream song. What's awesome is I'm breaking what feels like career milestones just daily, because new people are finding the music.
How many albums do you have out?
Total, I have 4 albums out, but I've decided I kind of go. I look at things like chapters, right? Because your life's constantly changing. You're always growing. And so right now I'm in the middle of this chapter. I already have a record that's done that I'm going to put out over the course of next year. But it's kind of grouped in with my last record that I put out, because it all sonically and lyrically fits together. And so that'll be out, and then I'll be on to the next chapter. As my life continues to further, and as I move into a different place in life, your music's got to go with it.
Yeah, it's absolutely your life story.
It's it, absolutely.
Without a doubt. Who was influences that you had?
Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson?
Alan Jackson, wow. I would say, and being from Georgia, I took a lot of pride in knowing that this guy that I looked up to so much was from my state.
He was the real deal.
The real deal. Travis Tritt as well, vocally one of the greatest vocalists ever. Randy Travis, I will fight tooth and nail to say that Randy Travis is the best country vocalist of all time, hands down. And there are other greats. I feel like Keith Whitley was absolutely amazing. Keith Whitley.
Yeah.
But to me, it's Randy Travis. And so, but influence-wise, and Garth Brooks was a big influence. George Strait, but
a lot of the '90s guys.
All '90s. Yeah. All '90s. I would say the most contemporary person that I can call an influence on me was probably Brad Paisley. I found Brad Paisley when I was in my early teens, and he was a little bit more risky, I felt like, with some of his song choices that they would put out, and obviously a phenomenal guitar player, but he would be the most contemporary one that I say that I found influential to me. But everybody else, all 90s and 80s country artists for sure, hands down. Self-admittingly, I didn't find the outlaw country stuff, or the highwaymen, if you will, until I was in high school.
Yeah.
And that's when I actually dug into the lyrical genius of Johnny Cash and Waylon and Merle and Christopherson. And
those were all my guys.
Yeah, and but I'm kind of glad that didn't hit me until later because I appreciated it.
Right.
There was a lot more in simplicity with them. You find depth, and I love it. Like I just love music. One of my favorite songwriters of all time is a guy named Daryl Scott, and he wrote "Great Day to Be Alive," for example, that Travis Tritt ended up putting out on his records. But he's just a fantastic lyricist in the way that he converses through his songs.
There's something special about being able to write. I wish I could. I have no talent.
See, but here's the thing. Talent is subject to confidence.
Yeah, it is.
And I tell people all the time, and they're like, well, I wish I could write a song. You can't. You're just going to sit there and micromanage it.
I wrote one with Gene Simmons one time.
Okay.
But it didn't go very far.
No.
But hey.
Yeah.
But you're right. But there is a talent.
There is.
There's a natural talent.
Yes. There are good songwriters. There are great songwriters, and then there are once-in-a-lifetime songwriters.
I could play, but mine was all learned skill.
Yes.
And once I stopped practicing, it all went away.
Right. I get it. I get it, 100%. But like anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just how it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, congratulations on all your success,
Thank
man.
you, Kit.
I wish you success, Andy.
This was a fun little pop-up thing.
Yeah. Welcome to my studio.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is my studio.
Yeah, and next time I'm around, would love to pop back in and check back in with you.
Anytime you're here, let me know.
Absolutely.
So before you run away, because I know Mitch has got you.
Yeah, he's got me.
Yeah, he's got an eye on you. He's watching you. Not a bad person to watch over you, though.
That right there, that's family. That's my brother. So I got lucky.
Yeah, we all got lucky when he came down here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever told you this story, but ask him sometime how he found us.
I will.
It's an interesting tale.
I will.
But I got one last question, and then we're done. If you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be?
So what's funny is I actually have a pizza named after me in my hometown.
All right.
I used to work for this small pizza company called Cooley's Pizza in Suwanee, Georgia. Andy Cooley, if you ever hear this, I'm shouting you out right now. And I used to deliver pizzas when I was in high school. And I would always make a thin crust. This is probably going to be considered absolutely just like heinous to the pizza world.
Nope.
My favorite pizza I would make all the time was a thin crust pizza with no sauce.
Okay. I
would use a garlic butter.
Yep.
And I put chicken, mozzarella, banana peppers, and feta cheese and onions.
Wow.
And that was my pizza. And I would dip it in marinara.
Sounds delicious.
That's my pizza.
Lie. I've never met a pizza I didn't like.
That's it. Amen. Amen to that.
Well, on behalf of Andy, the staff here at the pizza shop, TV Tim, thank you for sitting in with me.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
it.
Thanks for having me, kid. I appreciate it very much.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing the song.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
That was great too, man.
My pleasure.
I don't have to watch TV now. I got it here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
All right, kid.
All right, good night, everyone. Thanks, Tim.